One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They go to the ground. Breaks into the open. Got the first down. Looking for more. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Nebraska's had a lot of guys to feed over the years. Mike Rozier, Roger Craig. I am hip. But you don't know who's going to get it with this running attack.
Yeah, but I do know this, Reese. Whoever gets it is going to run the football physical. And Nebraska is going to be very happy. Their fan base will be jacked if they establish the physical ground game, because that's who they are.
And the Huskers can really attack on this second and short. To the air, it's Raiola. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
The Huskers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll throw on third and short. Right on the money. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Going for the marker on the ground. At the 40, there he goes. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. He got
come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They owned the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you're going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Picked off, what a play to set him up. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
After watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up. He's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He'll do it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. They've got the screen set up. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Now on 3rd down for this offense. He's looking downfield to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the try is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. And the Hoosiers will punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. They snapped it to the up man. He's on the run. Turning it on. And they roll the dice, and it ain't snake eyes. They pick up the first down.
And when they bring on the punt unit, a lot of times I change my personnel, and I bring on a different unit, and I think it worked to their advantage. 4th and inches, you don't think they're going to run a fake. They run a fake, execute it great. Nice job by this punt unit.
Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing the pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Not much of a secret who they were looking to, but doing something about it is a major problem.
It's so hard to stop on these third downs. You think about it, he can block, and then he can go deep. He can release, intermediate. The tight ends are so valuable in today's football, and especially in the red area. They find him, and they get the first down.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. The extra point here would tie the game.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game day.
Makes a move. He's on the loose. A dynamic return, explosive, and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
The Cornhuskers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action on first down. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And that is not ideal. First and goal, obviously, you take a big sack. But when you're in this area and you create a little bit more space, now I have more opportunity to throw the football, spread you out, maybe even quarterback run game, too. Gives me a little bit more space to maybe do some damage on these next couple plays.
And lost ground on first down. Now second and goal from the 5. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Into the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Looking for space, it's Ray. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Hoosiers in a good spot here with second and short. Power football with the run. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. He makes a catch. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, pitch on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting them get outside, making the big tackle.
Trying play action. Trying to get behind the defense. It's a big stride inside the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Indiana!
Sometimes you see play action for teams that don't really even run the football. I love how they run the football, set it up, next play, take the big shot down the field. The receiver makes the play, makes the catch, and runs it into the end zone.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Tennessee left little doubt. You know, this version of the Volunteers can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program that went 13-0 en route to a national title back in 1998. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
So now it's second and long. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
The defense thought in this game they were going to have an opportunity to pick some passes off, and what a great job. Down deep in the opponent's territory, he jumps the route, he intercepts it, and returns it now inside the 5-yard line, setting his offense up in beautiful field position.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
But he barely got the ball and just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well.
Touchdown, Hoosiers! Fit it in the window for the score.
Man, he's off to a good start this year. That's already his 3rd receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into this season. I love how they line him up all over the field, and as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
Coming out with it, it's Hunter. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. And he wants to take the top off. He's got it on the right. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. And the Huskers headed quickly to the line. From the gun, running back on the move. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Uncorks it. Finds his man open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
With jet sweep pass. He breaks a tackle. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Going for 6. And he throws another interception. His 3rd one of the night. Brought down at the 11 as he was trying to find enough room to take it back for the pick 6.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Bond. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the 1st down marker. You don't always have to get rid of it quickly if you have that type of protection and enough time for a receiver to run that slow-developing route.
No doubt. He comes across the field. There's going to be a time where he's going to be open. Nice job by the QB seeing it, delivering the strike with the great protection.
And the Hoosiers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. On the ground, going for the first down with the give to the tight end. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. The Hoosiers will punt it away on fourth down. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's Raiola. Fires left. Complete downfield.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Deep shot for the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Back to pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. Fires to the middle. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Hoosiers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And there's not very many offensive plays that are going to be successful if you can rush 3 guys and still get to the quarterback. It's not a good sign for this offensive line.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He'll take another shot here. Got it in stride inside the 20. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. Absolutely center cut. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll bring it out. It's Hunter. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking for a man, it's Raiola. He fires one deep over the middle. He's got it on the outside. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Out of the gun, the inside kick. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And you have to wonder if going in at halftime in the locker room just slowed down the momentum a little bit for this offense. They had it going so well in the first half. They were up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard, scoring points. But here we go. First drive of the second half, and they run into a wall getting sacked on the 3rd play of the drive. They're going to have to pick it up here in the second half.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Floating away. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the 3rd quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one right out of the gate? The defense isn't going to be expecting it. They took the shot, they hit it, and this offense is hungry.
Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. That's exactly what happened.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
The We've been talking about this one all week inside the MAC, guys. Let's give you a quick recap of how it went down. Kent State came through with a lunch pail, hard-hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that the Golden Flashes won, it's more how they won. A busy day in the MAC, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
Devin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Looking for a gap. It's Banks. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run play action. Got it in the middle, it's Sullivan. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. All kinds of room to the right. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just know where to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
I don't know about that play call, man. Your quarterback's already thrown 3 TDs in this game. Pollock, let him cook down here.
Yeah, I mean, trying to show some balance, but he has had a great day. I trust him. This is a good situation. I'm going to put the ball in his hands, and I'm going to let him throw this football and get a touchdown.
It's 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. To the air, it's Mendoza. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Indiana! Quick strike through the air for the score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Nebraska, 14.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. The Huskers want to pick up the tempo.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play.
Makes the grab down the middle. And they exploited that soft spot. They get it down to the 35. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And what an awesome response from the defense. You give up a huge play the play before, and what do you come back? You come back and you get pressure on the quarterback, and you get him on the ground before he can make another big play.
To the air on second down. Fires to the right. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't...
Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And that's a really good play. That's a bomb. That's thrown way down the field. A lot of time for me to do what? Get a little bit handsy, get my hands, force a PI, stayed calm, did a nice job staying the course, got his hand on the football for the deflection.
Dropping back, it's Raiola. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Husker! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game, get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the run, it's Humphrey. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Looking down the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to
do. Takes the handoff. It's Ray. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
The give to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Now on second down, they want to keep moving forward and keep that clock churning. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now.
Well, there's no quit in this defense, I'll give them that. Obviously, they're trailing here late in the game. It seems like the opponent's going to win, but still, they've got guys out there playing the way they're coached to play. They're playing with outstanding effort, trying to make plays to claw their team back in the game.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this. Going to take a shot. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
There he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, with that last completion. He's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
To the ground with the back. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now on the option. The offense coughs it up.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. This is now a 7-point game.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kid, nice job.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Mendoza. Throws to the tight end. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
You talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, you wonder that time if the QB was just forcing that one over to his running back. He's already made some catches in this game. The defense is aware of that, though, and that time they had outstanding coverage. There was no way that was going to be complete.
The play action fake. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He makes a grab. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Extra point here will tie the game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. South Carolina is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 18 over Kentucky. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Sends the offense onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. That's caught. It's Ray. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. Unloads it left. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to 1st down.
tackle is made.
And when you're a quarterback, you have to sell past. You have to get your eyes down the field, the ball in your hand like you're ready to throw the football. Now I quickly handed to the running back. You could see it worked, and the running back did the rest. The defense was thinking pass all the way. What a nice game.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
This really has been a master class by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Off the play fake. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Fires to the wideout. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air. But a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
Kick is in the air. And that, my friends, is getting the perfect bounce, the perfect punt, and the perfect roll. They'll have them locked down inside their own 5.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the first down right here. But if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the fourth down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field and give yourselves a shot to win.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Cornhuskers will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. I'm not sure if he could have kicked it farther by using his knee, but it's not exactly the longest punt. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They've put themselves in prime position right here, Jesse, to have a chance to win the game.
So how about this offensive line, David? Can they get some push? Because you're expecting them now to run the football to help the kicker out.
You're in a great situation. You're not in a rush. You don't have to hurry up. You know what you need to go out here, lead the clock, and kick the game-winning field goal.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to run for it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
This offense right on the doorstep. They can grab the lead late as time continues to wind down. With the run on 1st and goal.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Indiana.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. It'll all be decided right here, win or lose on this kick. And it's right down the boulevard. Celebration is wild on the sidelines as they've taken the lead in the final seconds. Oh, look at Mister. And now the hit knocks it loose. And he'll lose yardage on that return. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it has